Hey guys, real quick before we get into the video today, I do want to just make an important announcement regarding a new link you're going to be seeing in the description of all my videos. It's an affiliate link for a website called drawphase.com. They are a newly launched store, and they basically just deal in selling singles for Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently. So they're like TCG Player, but they're a lot smaller and they're a lot newer to the industry. And they did reach out to me a week or so ago, offering me a chance to join their affiliate program. And before, I set up that whole affiliate link, and before I sent anybody to their site, obviously in a video, I did want to, buy some cards from them first and see what my experience might be like, whether it was going to be a negative or a positive experience. And I did actually purchase, with my own money, obviously, these 3 Book of Moons. Here I just bought 3 ultra rare Book of Moons just to test the water, see what it might be like buying from them for the first time. And I gotta say, they are in the exact condition they were pictured on their site, and they're all individually sleeved up here in these penny sleeves, all individually numbered as well. I don't know if you can see that. And they also were in this nice little cardboard envelope here, so they did arrive undamaged from shipping. So I gotta say, I had a positive experience from them. And then one unique thing, I guess I'll say, about Drawphase as opposed to a site like TCG Player. And one thing about TCG Player, I will, always have positive things to say about TCG Player. But one unique thing that Drawphase does offer is every single listing they have does have a photo of the card that you're going to be buying with it, and that is fantastic. It gets rid of a lot of the gray area that you'll have on TCG Player sometimes, where if you're buying a near mint card, you don't always know exactly what you're going to be getting and how good of a condition it will be. But on Drawphase, every listing has a photo of the card front and back. And I did screenshot all the pictures of these Book of Moons before I bought them, just so I could compare with them when I got them in person, and they're all just as, they were pictured. So very, very happy with that. Overall, very happy with the experience. And the person I talked to, very, very transparent, very, very nice. Great people over there. And if you guys want to support the channel and you want to support their newly launched store over at drawphase.com, do not forget to use my affiliate link to them down in the description below, because a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go back into the channel, much like the TCG Player link. So I figured I'd point that out here just so you guys know what that link is for, and what they're all about essentially. But I do gotta say, positive experience. One thing you might notice with the site, low stock right now, low and limited inventory. They are newly launched, and some things may be a bit pricier, but that does sort of come with the fact that they are newly launched as well. So if you guys want to support them and the channel, check them out if you want. But if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. It's not going to affect me negatively in any way, shape, or form. I'll be completely transparent with that. Another thing, too, is I'm not required to mention the link at all in any of my videos. Same thing with the TCG Player link. So just wanted to get that on the table and let you guys know, though, in advance, in detail, what it is and what it's about. So that's all I wanted to say. Sorry if that took too long. Feel free to skip it, obviously. But if you guys end up buying anything from them, I thank you in advance if you use my link, of course. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video. How's it going, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome to the final batch of feature matches here. We're in round 1 from November 7th, I believe. This is the last bit of feature matches that I'm digging into. And who knows when they'll be back, because obviously, as I've mentioned many times before, my locals is on hiatus right now due to the pandemic. They were, operating for a little bit. Things got a little sketchy, and, things are on hold once more. So hopefully they'll be back sometime next year. That way, we can get more feature matches out for you guys, and One Deck One Month can make its triumphant 2021 return, which I am very, very much looking forward to. But as you can see here, we have Delinky versus that of Tri-Brigade Ancient Warrior Dogmatika. Try saying that 10 times fast. You won't be able to do it. I guarantee it. But our Tri-Brigade player, he will have to face the ultimate test here. And so far, he looks like he's, on track to be able to complete that test. He's already seen 1 hand trap. But as most of us know, the extender dot deck cannot be stopped with 1 measly hand trap. I mean, come on. Really? You think one hand trap is going to stop this monstrosity that has only grown and evolved more and more as time has gone on these past few months? You are dead wrong. So, looks like we'll see the Foolish Burial dump the Abso Router to get a search here. And the Romulus not resolving, but let's see if Romulus not resolving actually matters. And there with the boot sector launch being played to spec out 2 rockets from the hand. I don't know if the Romulus not resolving is actually going to make a difference, because he does have the Rocket Synchron, which is a nice level 1 tuner, which may have been one of the targets, I suppose, not mainly the main target for Halqifibrax, but still got a tuner on board regardless, just did it in a bit of a different way. And as you can see, Link Cross still enabling some plays, and then using the Marcher and the Link Cross to get into Halqifibrax here. So, as you can see, the Romulus at that point was just kind of a bonus. Now, we shall see. Will the Halqifibrax get negated? Nope, it's going to go through. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, the ultimate test that can our Tri-Brigade player pass is, will he have opened 2 hand traps? Because I think most of the player base is in agreement that 2 is the standard number. For a standard good Dragon Link hand, 2 should, in theory, right, in theory, be enough to shut things down. And that Ash Blossom is going to get fired off on the LP, but Pisty's right there to back it up. Bring back that Seifert Dragon, and he's going to go right into Saryuja. Now, this to me looks like a bit of a plan B operation. Certainly these 2 hand traps at this point have got to have hurt at least somewhat. But this Saryuja could potentially make irrelevant both of those hand traps if only he had an Effect Veiler. If only he was good enough to draw that 3rd interruption. If only. God, you hate to see it. He's going to dig 4 cards deep and put 3 back. Maybe unbrick his hand in the process. And let's see what he picked up. And oh man, one of those cards is Triple Tactics Talent. You hate to see it. You love to see it, but you hate to see it. And that's enough for our Tri-Brigade player. He's got Quick Launch, White Dragon, Wyvern Burster, and Red MD in his hand. But now, before we head into Game 2, a quick way you can support the channel. If you're interested in picking up some high-quality TCG gear and accessories, consider checking out ImperiumDuelist.com at the link below. Feel free to use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout to get 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. Alright, so as we head into Game 2 here, I imagine, and as you would expect, our Tri-Brigade player is going to want to go first. Just because, you know, why bother having to play through that Dragon Link board one more time? We saw in the last game there that even having both Ash and Imperm was not enough. Not even close. But we're starting to see that Ancient Warrior engine, which is a strategy that's still very unfamiliar to me. So I'm going to look up some of these cards on the fly. So basically that spell there is the Ancient Warrior's 3 visits. Basically allows them to target another Ancient Warrior. Target an Ancient Warrior monster controls, and they can just add one from deck with a different name. And our Dragon Link player got a little bit confused here. I went back to consult the original audio, and he thought the monster was activating and not the continuous spell, so he did go ahead and actually burn the Imperm there for literally no reason. You hate to see it, but you know, it is what it is. And it looks like 3 visits did search Ingenious Zhu Kong, which I probably butchered that. But basically, he gets to special summon himself if he is added from the deck to the hand by an Ancient Warrior's card. So that will get itself right out in the field. A nice little easy combo there. And he's going to go ahead and link into the Ancient Warrior's Double Dragon Lords, which is actually a pretty nice Link monster. Somewhat generic, I guess, partially. All Ancient Warrior monster control gain 500 attack and defense. And then it says, if this card is Link summoned, you can add an Ancient Warriors card from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. And then quick effect, you can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls as cost, return to the hand. So not a bad card there. It's going to get a search if it's Link summoned. And it can also act as a nice bit of interruption. So that's actually not a bad card there, 100%. It looks like he's just going to slap down 2 more 3 visits. And that's actually going to do it. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I'm assuming there's some bit of synergy here that he can use with these 3 visits, because 3 visits does have another effect where it says if it's sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you can special summon an Ancient Warriors monster from his hand. So I'm not really sure the big reasoning behind throwing down both of those 3 visits, but ending on just the Warrior's Oath, double Dragon Lords, and passing. And our Dragon Link player is going to start to have a bit of a field day here, going for the Black Metal Dragon into Striker Dragon. We've seen it a billion times. Noctovision Dragon in the process, searching the boot sector launch. I'm sure this is, at this point, nothing new to pretty much anybody that hasn't been living underneath a rock for the past few months, I would say. We also did see a Dark Ruler no more early in the turn as well, so that bounce effect that we thought we might have to worry about is actually not going to be a threat this turn. But of course, you know, it won't take any damage, so that's at least that good. And it looks like we're going to see the double Dragon Lord still be able to activate here. Its effect going to get negated because it does actually send a card from hand or field to the graveyard as cost. So he did send off a 3 visits, which would trigger its effect to summon the Ingenious. So that is what I was thinking about was going to happen when I talked earlier about some synergy that might be, you know, there with playing multiple 3 visits, and the fact that he was going to be able to send one off in the process during, you know, his opponent's turn. Gets that nice special summon from hand. So not so bad. Getting an extra body on field. Would have potentially bounced a card, but obviously Dark Lunamore is saying no to that. And it's nice that he can actually still do that. Even though it's negated, still send off that Ancient Warriors 3 visit as cost, you know, and still get at least 3 visits effect in the graveyard. So not half bad there if you ask me. However, the one monster that he was able to summon was the Ancient Warriors Ingenious Zug Kong, which actually is a interruption. Can negate spells and traps by sending off face-up continuous Ancient Warrior spells and traps that he has. I think it's just spells. Spells and traps. Yeah, spell or trap continuous, Ancient Warrior one. So he actually would have potentially off of just that one little board that he made, gotten a bounce, a free summon from hand, which also acts as a negate for spells and traps. So being able to turn off that Divine Lance, which right here seems like it's actually pretty good, since the only thing he's going to be able to do after this is summon Red MD and bring back Noctovision and attack for no damage whatsoever. That is actually pretty hilarious. That one well-timed negate from the Ingenious Ancient Warrior was able to stop the turn right there. It seems like Extender.deck was a bit short on extenders this game, so our Ancient Warriors player will live to see another turn, and getting things started with a very, very good card. That is the Nadir Servant. Going to go ahead and send one from the extra deck. And I believe he's actually playing the Tri-Brigade Fusion. If I'm not mistaken from what I saw earlier, I think he is playing Brigand the Glory Dragon. Which basically says during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Tri-Brigade monster or Fallen of Albaz from your deck. So similar to that of Titaniclad, but only for Tri-Brigades. So pretty cool. And he's going to go ahead and grab Ecclesia off of that as well. And he hasn't normal summoned yet. Don't know how extremely important the normal summon is in Tri-Brigade, but going to go ahead and burn it anyways for Ecclesia to go ahead and grab Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted. So grabbing a nice little interruption there. Seems like a nice little mid-range control deck that kind of has some combos, but they don't seem too extensive. I'm sure I'm only really seeing the tip of the iceberg, because I've seen some Tri-Brigade combos in the past that do go a little crazy, if I'm being honest, but it's been seemed to be more mild here. And it looks like he will proceed to the end phase where he's going to use Brigand the Glory Dragon You can either add a Tri-Brigade or summon one. And it looks like he's going to summon one. That's Tri-Brigade Naval out onto the field. And that's going to do it for his turn. Now it's back in the hands of our Dragon Link player. Still up a game here, obviously. Still tied in life points. Still has a red MD on field, which is not a bad thing to be left with after that somewhat unproductive turn from our Ancient Warrior player. But 1 for 1, getting hit with Ash Blossom, which has got to hurt a little bit. And we're going to see the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon bring back the Black Metal Dragon. Trying to get some Link fodder on board. Trying to get something going. Anything, really. But Tri-Brigade Nerval basically says you can banish any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters in your graveyard. Special summon one Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast Link monster from your extra deck with Link rating equal to the number banished. Also, you can only use Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast monsters as Link material for the rest of the turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to your hand. So, if it gets sent to the grave, he might be able to get some resources back off of it. So maybe that's the main reason that he summoned it off of Brigand during the end phase. Hoping his opponent might clear it in efforts to get some sort of resource. Well, we're going to see a battle phase happen here after he links into the Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. I always come so close to butchering that name. I always get confused whether it's Hieratic Seal or Hieratic Sphere. But either way, he'll get in on some damage there over the Ecclesia. Drop him down to 67. Nothing too alarming. But first bit of damage being dealt. I think actually in this entire match here in Game 2. And, yep, now we're going to see the Nerval activate. It did survive the turn. So he's basically going to be able to Link summon from grave. Which is actually pretty insane if you think about it. And not just for any Link, but it's going to be a Link 4. Which he's going to go for the Tri-Brigade Shreg, the Ominous Omen. Says if this card is special summon or if another Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster or monster is special summoned to your field, you can banish one card on the field. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and try to banish the Seals. And Seals is going to tag out. And it doesn't target, so we'll get to banish Red MD. And he has the Ash for the Hieratic Seal. You know, when it would be attributed to get to summon a dragon from deck. So that's going to get negated as well. So just Nerval forcing pretty much all those cards there. Very, very powerful play. But basically, yeah, it gets to banish a card when it hits the field or another Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of your banished Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monsters. So potentially be able to search 4 there off of that. And it looks like he's going to go into Harpy Conductor. And he's going to go ahead and get a search off of Nerval. It did hit the graveyard, so he can add a Tri-Brigade monster from his deck to his hand. And it looks like he added the Fractal. And he's going to go ahead and normal summon the Fractal, it looks like. And so far, I'm pretty impressed with everything I've seen here so far from the Tri-Brigade deck. Playing a very slow and controlling game. And he's going to go ahead and swing in with all that damage there. It's not groundbreaking damage, but it's a decent amount. And then main phase 2, we're going to see a Link summon for the Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty. And end phase, he's going to attempt to resolve effect after he sets one. And there is the big fatty rock to shut down the turn. Opting to take the damage there in the battle phase as well, interestingly enough. Saving it till the very bitter end. And the Simorgh Link, I don't think we'll get to resolve since it's not on the field. Unless he just didn't want to use its effect. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, that does it for our Tri-Brigade player's turn. I also believe that the Nibiru token has very little defense, if any. Actually might have no defense there because I think it distributed away the Harpy Conductor and the Simorgh Link, if I'm not mistaken. Or a Tri-Brigade Link, one of the two, obviously, which have no defense. So, yeah. Not getting too much in terms of defense for that token. But quite a bit of attack. We're going to see Rocket Tracer get added to the hand here. Does he have what it takes to make a miraculous comeback here? Pretty low in life points. And we're going to see him play boot sector launch and spec out the rocket tracer. Checking the graveyard here. Does have Noctovision, Seyfert, and Grave as well. Obviously, we know that the tracer has another effect where it can destroy a card to summon out another rocket monster, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and use that now, and that's going to summon out level 4 rocket, I believe. I don't know all of their names, forgive me. So we could potentially see maybe a Borload Savage play here. Or some sort of level 8 synchro. But we're going to see a really, really spicy trap card get activated here. And that's Tri-Brigade Revolt. So special summon a number of your Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Wing Beast monsters that are banished enter your graveyard but negate their effects. Then immediately after this effect resolves, link summon a Tri-Brigade Link monster using only those monsters. And you can only activate one a turn. So he's going to get to basically activate Return from a Different Dimension here. And summon out the Fractal, Nerval, and Harpy Conductor. And go for the Tri-Brigade Link 4 in the process. The Shiraig, the Ominous Omen. And that's going to get to banish a card on summon. He's going to banish the Tracer. And also add a copy of Fractal off the Nerval that he just linked off with. And that right there is a pretty solid power play. If you ask me, that trap card pretty much and actually closing out that game right there. And we're going to see a game 3 situation. And right now, I do want to mention if you guys also want to support the channel in a bit of a different way, if you're just shopping on TCG Player, which, you know, odds are if you watch this video, you might do that frequently, feel free to use my affiliate link to TCG Player down in the description, because anytime you guys buy cards using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back into the channel, which helps out a ton. And also consider becoming a member of the channel as well, to see videos early and all sorts of other exclusive content as well. So definitely check that out. But same old here in game 2 or 3 rather. Dragon Link combo out the wazoo, but he does have a hand trap this time around. You love to see it. He was lucky enough to draw the Nibiru, and the Nibiru definitely came in very, very clutch here, which is absolutely incredible. But of course, the true test is, will it be enough? Will he actually need another hand trap here? And it looks like our Tri-Brigade player is going to be bold enough to put that token into attack. We're going to see a triple Tactics Talent. He's going to put back Dark Ruler no more. Feels bad, man. And no more hand traps, though, in the rest of his hand. So freely able to play here. And also, now it does not have to worry about Dark Ruler. So we'll see the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent get summoned to the field. Does he have a play from here, though? That's the real question. Does he have a play? Of course, Veritan Hakonda could literally technically be a play, but we're going to see the Buster Link get summoned as his next move, and he's going to get to search the White Dragon Wyvern Burster. And does he have a play to follow this up? It looks like he doesn't. He's just going to throw down the card, says, you know what? I don't really have anything I can do after that. After already resolving and exhausting cards like Link Cross, it looks like he's just going to go ahead and give up, essentially. And not looking too great, and that is going to do it. So, Ancient Warrior, Dogmatika, Tri-Brigade taking the match 2-1 here. And very, very lucky in the process, drawing the hand traps that he needed to see, which, you know, fortunately for some of us, we can't say we were so lucky to do the same thing against that Dragon Link deck, that pesky Dragon Link deck that everybody hates. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 20K subscribers, and hopefully we can hit it before the year is out. So don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to get notified when all my videos go live. Also, check out the other ways to get connected down in the description. Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, all that stuff. Check it out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, WinnerKill sign out. We'll see you in the next one. A huge shout out goes to all of our channel members here on YouTube, and especially our Divine level channel members here, Academic Thick, Zors, and Cadillacs 84. Thank you guys, as always, so much for your continued and generous support of the channel.